Okay, so here's my frog, Lily, over here, who finally decided to come out. And we're going to feed her. This is what she likes to eat. Besides her pellets, her New Life Spectrum pellets, I feed her the Hikari frozen bloodworms. I really like this particular brand. I think they do a really good job. They advertise this 3-step sterilization process, and I've talked about these in another video. I think I kept saying they were like freeze-dried, but the frozen ones, they're kind of, juicy and whatever looking. I put a little bit that I break off, and I put it in this little cup that I use for defrosting. Oh, she's getting very excited. I like to put a little bit of the aquarium water in there. You don't want to defrost this in tap water. You want to make sure it's dechlorinated and has all the good stuff taken or put in it. You don't want to, hurt them any. So while some of that's defrosting, we're going to give her a little taste here. And here you go, Lily. Whoa. There she is. She's kind of spoiled. She likes to eat hand-fed from these tweezers that I got at my pet store. Spoiled girl. There you go. I have a little shell I put down here. I try to put her pellets and some different things in there to convince her that, she can eat from there, but have not been successful with that yet. I think I spoiled her by hand feeding her, and she's pretty much decided that's what she wants. So basically what I do is I just kind of defrost these, and I get them in this nice little clump here. Bring them down there, and as she starts to eat on them, I kind of let them go a little bit. I think part of it is that she likes to think she's hunting and that maybe these are live. Perhaps that might be why she doesn't like to eat them out of her little shell. And she doesn't really eat them too much if they're just floating on the bottom of her substrate. She'll kind of go after them a little bit, but oh, I see my red cherry shrimp there in the background. Way back there. Back there somewhere, crawling up and about. He looks a lot better today than he did in the other video when he was all kind of pale. My guppy will actually eat these too. Some of these pieces are kind of big for the guppy. But you can see in this video right here, you can see just how, I don't know, juicy or whatever this particular brand is. I really like it. I think it's pretty good quality. Yeah, I guess there's not much more I can say about that, but she does eat pellets. I try to feed her a combination of these bloodworms and then pellets occasionally, because I think that the pellets have a lot of good, vitamins and protein in it as well. She gets these kind of like one feeding, and then she gets the pellets like 2 feedings. Here you go, girl. She kind of will let me know when she starts getting full. I think she's getting full here. Might convince her to take one more, but you don't really want to overfeed them, and I feel like she's eating a lot. So I'm going to perhaps save these, give them to my betas. I do treat my betas with these every now and again. I think that's enough for you. Oh, you can see actually here that the guppy is going for them. You can see how big that is. This guppy struggles with it. Usually she gives up or he gives up. I feel bad. He wants it really bad. Where's that shrimp? Oh, shrimp's gone. They move pretty quickly. But anyway, this is my frog. Last time I did a video, the frog was not wanting to come out. She is almost 2 years old. I've had her a long time. She's probably one of my first aquatic pets. Oh, I think I see the shrimp back there. There's my beautiful... Oh, no, that looks like more of the bloodworms. Never mind. That's the color my shrimp is when my shrimp's in good color. There's my shrimp. Well, that's the other one. That's a cherry shrimp I recently got. The fire red is quite different. The fire red is much deeper in color. Beautiful, actually. They didn't have any of these when I went last time to try to get a second one, so I had to get that guy, who's more, I guess, orange than red. He's like just a regular cherry shrimp. Yeah, so that's that guy there. Actually, I think that's a girl. That's a female. But back to my frog. So now their stomachs are actually underneath, and they are on from this side. I guess it would look like the right side, but they're actually on the left side of their body. She's going to move, of course. You can see the bulge under there, and you can kind of tell when they're full. I mean, she's got a pretty good bulge going on under there. Well fed. Not too chunky. I did have a fat frog once. Before I did fish, I did these frogs. I really like them. They're like one of my favorite. They're very sweet, very docile. They do swim up to the top. They grab a gulp of air. Oh, you're still trying with that, aren't you? And then they sort of, oh, there she goes. And she's kind of full now, so. And then they crash land down to the bottom. I always think she's going to hurt herself, but she never does. So this is pretty much Lily's tank. I said before that I don't really care much for the setup I have going on here. I'm going to be changing it. I just haven't done so yet. Little shell I put in there to kind of feed them off of. More or less I feed the shrimp on that shell. I put their little food on there and let them try to go get it. But yeah, so anyway, thanks.